Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would love to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Blessings and safety to the elect, man. All right. And hey, man, we're going to get straight into this lesson. All right. It says Donald Trump, a.k.a. Nero, okay, b.k.a. Devil, okay, orders U.S. military to draw up plans to seize Panama Canal by force if the Central America country doesn't cooperate. Here's what could happen next, all right? Yahweh Shah said it the best, man. All right, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy, all right? And we know why these devils want the Panama Canal, man, all right? Because it cuts travel time for these ships, man, all right? It's a quicker route for these ships that's importing and exporting goods, man. So America wants to seize that, okay? They want full control over that canal, man. Okay? Now it says the Trump administration is exploring strategies to expand the U.S. military presence in Panama, aiming to counter perceived China influence over the Panama Canal, according to sources. U.S. Southern Command has drafted proposal that range from collaborating with Panama's military to potential force-based measures, though officials stress armed intervention will only occur if Panama resists cooperation. And that's them just speaking in smooth words, man. All right, they want to annihilate their ass, man. And the scriptures say that his words are smoother than butter, but war's in his heart, man. Okay? Now it says, though officials stress armed intervention, okay? They mean drop bombs on you niggas. They mean invade Panama, okay? And fucking destroy, all right? Everything moving, man, okay? That's what their mind says, right? But armed intervention, all right? Esau always try his play on words, man, to try to, water down the situation or water down the threat that's at hand, man, okay? But like I said, man, we know this devil, man, all right? And his MO, okay? This is the same tactics he been using throughout the four corners of the earth, man, his whole entire rulership. We watched him do it with Gaddafi in Libya, okay? We watched him do it in Iraq, okay? Afghanistan, okay? He tried to do it to North Korea, okay? So we know this devil MO already, man. And the scriptures say, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, all right? We're not ignorant of his evil purposes, man, okay? So, man, we're going to get into some precepts, man. This Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, okay? These devils, they create wickedness, okay? It says they work evil upon their beds, man, okay? These devils, they'll be at the foot of their bed, man, okay? And I'm speaking about these Edomite men, man. Esau, Edom, okay? They'll sit at the end of their bed, drinking blood, man. Thinking of some wickedness they could do in the planet Earth the next day, man. The scriptures say that the earth is given unto the hand of the wicked, okay? The scriptures say, I've seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree. All right, and that wicked ain't talking about Jake, man. It's talking about Esau, okay? But the point is, they'll come up with some plan. You know what? Tomorrow we're going to send 28,000 troops to Panama, all right, to wipe Panama out and to take over the Panama Canal, man. And guess what? In the morning, they'll put that plan into action by the stroke of a pen, man. Okay? This is the devil for you, man. All right? I'm going to bring this back. Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. All right? And the point, verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, man. Okay? They lust over things belonging to someone else, man. Okay? They desire to have something that belongs to someone else, man. And this is ultimately why they have military bases throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Okay, they want to know everything that's going on in other lands, okay? Outside of America, man. Okay? It says in their covet fields and take them by violence when they need to get America together. All the violence and all the homelessness and the starvation that's going on within America needs to be taken care of before you can police anybody else's country. Okay, but ultimately they want to know the resources and what's being like that. I forgot the country that found all that gold. It might have been Uganda. They found $300 million worth of gold, if I ain't mistaken. I can't remember the actual price, but here it is. Here go America throwing sanctions on the country, talking about how this country, has an issue with the alphabet community and how they're going to put sanctions and all this madness, man. Ultimately, it was for the gold, man. Okay, but it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence. Okay, Henry Kissinger said what, man? Matter of fact. Henry Kissinger said, I'm going to just quote it. He said, America military is nothing but dumb, stupid animals used as pawns in foreign policy, man. So Esau uses his military, all right, to go throughout the four corners of the earth, okay, graping, robbing, and shedding blood, man, okay? And they covet fields and take them by violence and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, man. Here it is. These other nations, they got their own heritage. They got their own way of life, man. A lot of these countries, they were dictatorships. The son passed it down. The father passed it down to the son passed it down to his son, and so forth. All right, you might get a nephew up in there, okay? But here it is. They'll destroy that. They'll destroy your whole heritage, man. Your way of life, man. And then they'll set up democracy and Christianity and force you to abide by those ways. Okay? So, hey, man, when they go over there, and if they do, they're going over there to shed blood, man. These devils mean business, okay? And ultimately, hey, this is why Yahweh Shemi Yahushua is going to take these devils down, man, all right? And the scriptures talk about that. It says because of the unrighteous dealings and the injuries and the riches got by deceit, the kingdom is going to be translated from one people to another. And I just thought of another precept too, man, in the book of Jeremiah, okay? I'm going to just grab it. Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50, and I'm going to get straight to the point. Jeremiah 20, Jeremiah 50 and 23, okay? And this is a future prophecy. This is why, these devils, all right, they're going to get destroyed. They're going to get took down, man. All right, it says, how was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations, man? And America's that hammer of the earth, all right? It uses its military, okay, to maneuver throughout the planet Earth, beating nations into submission. This is a prime example, using their military, their teeth, to go around the earth stealing resources that belongs to other country, man. When this devil got everything that a heart can desire, man, but he wants more. The scriptures talk about he is not satisfied, man. He is greed, man. Okay? So it says, how was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And these other nations, they tired of this devil, man. And that's why the scriptures in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, talk about that fanner, all right? Which those other nations are going to be that fanner. They're going to shoot missiles on this place to spread all of that nuclear fire throughout America. They're going to turn this place into a nuclear fire. They tired of this devil, man. This devil, he wants tension with everyone, or even his own people. Okay, the scriptures say when the kingdom is divided against itself, it cannot stand. This devil, he wants problems with Denmark, Canada, which they're part of NATO. Okay? So, hey, man, we see the fall of this devil, man. All right, but this is the point, verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord, man. So, hey, man, these devils are they going down, man. Okay, they going down, man. But like I said, this is the characteristics of Esau Edom, a so-called white man. And this is why we call him the devil, man. He has all the characteristics of the one they call the devil in the Bible. Okay? So, hey, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to end giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Till next time, Shalom.